The culture of women here is hoe is life. Like Khalil said, all I want to do is be in the streets, have men trick off on me, and if he so denies access to me, then he must be insecure, and he must be a toxic masculine man, and he must be controlling, and he ain't shit. Because if he was a real man, he would do everything I told him to do, and he would allow me to do whatever I wanted to do. That's the culture here. The value of relationship here and the treatment of men here is trash. Culture is hoe. Hoe is life. That is our culture in America. Hoe.
Yo, it's your favorite celestial being in the flesh. My name is Earth Wind. This here is Be Greater Podcast, man, where I get the unmitigated range to give my uneducated opinion. All right? Disclaimer. All advice ain't good advice. Now, with that out the way, all I ask is to like and subscribe, because I know y'all want to keep seeing this pretty face, right? You know what I'm saying? T-Pop, listen. Check this out, man. It's your boy Earth Wind. Like, subscribe. Today's topic, right? I got one video, one topic. Gonna get straight to it. Hookup culture. Mainly hookup culture when it comes to women. Does hookup culture benefit women? Or is it a detriment? Before I give my 2 cents, I got a Nubian queen out here speaking for the women. So I'm going to press play. And when she get done showing her beautiful face and her symmetrical lips and her teeth and her jaw, we're going to come back and give my 2 cents on what this beautiful young lady had to say, right? So let me say less. Let me hit play.
Hookup culture is a scam, and the women are being finessed. I made a video the other day saying how the world has conditioned women to thinking hookup culture is empowering. I wholeheartedly believe it was some dude who was in a group with his friends and was like, you know what? We're gonna make them think we hate this, that they're hooking up just like us and they're giving themselves up to us. Really think about it. A lot of women be getting into hookup culture because that's the closest you're gonna get to that man. That's the closest to affection and intimacy that you're gonna get with the guy you have your eyes on. But that's the closest you're gonna get to intimacy without actually trying to be vulnerable. And then our bodies, not theirs, not men's, our bodies are the one who release a hormone that make us attached to them. Even if that man means nothing to you, your body just released a hormone that makes you more attached to him. That don't happen to him, just us. Now, even if you don't have feelings for him, maybe now that dude has the capability to piss you off just a little easier than he was able to the day before. And there are so many women I've spoken to that are like, oh yeah, I could do it. I don't get attached. Yes, y'all do. Y'all do. We do. Because I've done this too. There are women who are even more intentional about it. They're like, oh, if I start having sex with him, if I start hooking up with this dude, he's going to start paying more attention to me. We have this bond. We just get each other. No, y'all don't. Y'all don't have that big of a bond. Okay? I'm here to wake y'all up. Throwing off your pH balance, messing with these dudes. You are stressing yourself out. You are like losing your youth, giving this part of yourself to these dudes. It's not a win for us. It don't benefit us. You want to hold power? View your body as a prize.
Young lady, salute. If I was your father, I'd give you a head nod, right? Listen, I'm going to give y'all a little free game, right? A little free game. Fellas might not like this. And I'm going to use this lady right here as a prime example. I don't know who she is from a can of paint other than the fact that she's beautiful, right? But I'm going to use her as an example. Wherever you stay, your high school, your social group, town, neighborhood, projects, apartment building, whatever. She is pretty enough. Every single dude in the building is going to sleep with her. Hands down, right? Every single dude, 95% of the dudes is going to sleep with her because she's pretty, right? But this is going to be the problem she's going to have. As pretty as she is, as presentable as she is, as wifey material, just far as face and physique as she is, she's never going to get wife because now people, especially if they know that she's out here living her best hot girl summer, right? Because in the eyes of other men, right, I'm just gonna keep it a bean. A dude go sleep with you, right? He'll sleep with you all summer. He'll sleep with you for 5 years. And depending on the kind of character and the morality of the dude that you're dealing with, not only would he sleep with you, he gonna make it seem like y'all just, you know what I'm saying, you his ultimate love, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going 5 times a day, 7 days a week if you're willing to give it to him. You know what I'm saying? No titles, no strings. He living his best life. And morally, he don't even care. He just want all your energy, right? Because energy is a thing. Women give off hormones that makes that man. Y'all are become attached to a man, right? So when a woman with a woman would be like, I can sleep around like a man. How come women can't sleep around like man? Like, because scientifically, it's like the hormones you give off is like, and then if you add the fact, if you have an unprotected sex with this man, whether he ejaculating you or not, whatever, his semen will forever change your DNA just a little bit. If you only touched that man when he was 21 one time on a summer night in July in Chicago, and you live to be 100, scientifically proven that man DNA is still a part of you 79, 80 years later. That's just what it is, right? So physically, it's not in best women. It's not in women's best interest to participate in hookup culture. Mentally, far as men view the women that participate in the hookup culture, you lose it. You lose you know what I'm saying? Get knocked down. Now to say that having interactions with somebody is not a bad thing, but I mean, like, you jumping around, like, you got, especially for a woman, anything more than one is crazy, right? If you sleeping more than one dude at a time, there is no man on the earth who's going to be like, yeah, I can understand why Jessica is doing three at a time. Maybe not physically at a time, but in a short time period. There is no man, right? Like Andrew Tate told Brittany Renner on the Just Prunty things, like, listen, there is no woman throughout the history of the world who has been celebrated for being promiscuous. That's just not a thing, right? The reason virginity once upon a time was so coveted was because I know that I broke it, and if she gets pregnant in the next 9 months, before DNA test was a thing, like, that's the closest to reassuring that a man could feel, right? Like, yeah, okay, bet. I know that's mine, right? So when you're promiscuous, any man who's worth anything, knowing that a woman is promiscuous and she is just out here, you know what I'm saying, living her best life, party girl every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, taco Tuesdays, Wednesday, margarita night, Monday, you know what I mean? Like, you one of them type chicks, like a dude here, he'll treat you like a fun time, but it's like in the back of his mind, like he know that you out here. So now you gonna have to overcome all of them obstacles before y'all ever become a thing. And then 9 out of 10 times it's gonna come with some trust issues because he already know that you've been out here living your hot girl summer, right? So let's get back to the other side of that, right? Y'all are helping reinforce bad behaviors from men. Man, ain't gonna like me for this, but I'm gonna keep it real. One day I'm chilling with a girl, we having a general conversation, we're talking about the dating scene. She was like, Earth, how come men are so comfortable nowadays not even taking girls out, like just Netflix and chilling, and then on top of that, expect some cutting? And I looked her dead in her face, like, blame your sisters, blame your compadres. Like, if the price is here, if the price of entry is here, why would I pay here? It makes no sense. It's not good business. It's not good math. Like, if the price of entry is here, why pay here? And you might look at it like, well, my price of entry is here. I'm like, okay, that might be true. That might be the case, right? But if 80% of the women price of entry is here, And you right here, to most men, you're the outlier, right? So men learn bad behaviors, especially men that most women won't, because let's be frank, like I always say, most women don't want the average dude. So it's only really a select few, 20, at the most 30% of men who's really living their best life, really out here just tossing up chicks, you know what I'm saying, going around. But every chick is getting some cutty. But the trick is y'all all getting cutty from the same dudes. That's the crazy science in it, right? So again, women, every man wants sex. All of them. Fathers, lawyers, doctors, popes, preachers, right? Now, who they want it from might be a different question, but they all want it, right? So, women, if you're just giving it away willy-nilly, that's what he wanted to begin with. Now you want him to turn around and respect you? What type of human are you now? Are you a lady? Now, I'm not saying sex and having good energy and a bond in the moment and experiences with people is a bad thing, because it's actually a beautiful thing, right? I've been around the block. I understand what it is. It's a beautiful thing. We have a connection with a person and you can be like, yeah, like, I respect you, right? We are hooking up, but let's understand it. I ain't out here wilding. You ain't out here wilding, right? It happens, right? I ain't gonna say it ain't. But for a girl to be out here willy-nilly, out here just living her best life, she become jaded. 9 out of 10 times, she only deal with a certain echelon of men. Dumb men become jaded. The relationships become harder, and everything become more difficult and toxic. And to deal with the physical ramifications, like I said, for women, the man is a part of you for life, throwing off your pH balances and all of that. Like, hold it, withhold. Like I always say, if all the women on this earth say, no light-skinned brothers get cutty anymore, and no light-skinned dudes be getting cutty unless they going to jail for taking it. Right? And that's just what it is. Y'all the power. Y'all are the gatekeepers. Intercourse does not happen until legs separate or some kind of other positions. We can get creative. We all adults here, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? So y'all got the power. And if y'all just giving away your power willy-nilly, what's the point of even having it? And now you don't have it. And now men don't value y'all. And a lot of dudes out here is horrible. And y'all on the internet complaining. But y'all help create it, right? So women, y'all got to raise y'all standards. Men, they got to raise their standards. I believe, humbly speaking, I could sit here and say men don't have sex with women who don't deserve it. But I think like I said, all men want sex. A dude will have sex with a walrus if ain't nobody gonna know about it. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes would, like hear about people in some sexless relationships. Like, listen, I don't care how my wife look after 20 years. I couldn't imagine laying in no bed with no woman every day for years on end and not even reaching over once in the blue moon and trying to knock it back. That's crazy. But listen, we're getting off topic. Hookup culture. Women, if you was my daughter, if I had a daughter, I'd tell her it's not in your best interest. Hold out. Be the one girl. Like, who to do? The dudes talk about in the locker room, they talk about two girls. They talk about the girl who fucking everybody, and they talk about the girl who ain't fuck nobody. Them the two girls that men talk about. We talk about the girls who fucked everybody and the girls who ain't fucked nobody. Right? And you know what they both have in common? All the dudes want the girl who ain't touched nobody, and all the dudes don't want the girl who not touched everybody. It's just what it is, right? Uneducated opinion. What do I know? I'm just a young black whippersnapper living in Chicago who's been living his best life for a long time. Uneducated opinions. This is Be Greater Podcast. Why get the unmitigated range to give them, right? I just honest enough to tell you, disclaimer, all advice ain't good advice. So, I don't believe that hookup culture is in the best interest of women. I don't think it's in the best interest of humans. I think that men are better mentally suited at having multiple partners than women. Hey, like I said, what do I know? But until next time, I appreciate y'all. If y'all made it this far, can I get a like and subscribe? Man, y'all already know the vibe, man. Be great at that. What's up? I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in to Be Greater Podcast. It's your boy Earth Wind. I just want to say please hit the subscribe button and salute to everybody that's rocking